John Cusack started acting as a young boy at the Piven Theater Workshop in his hometown of Evanston, Illinois. At the age of 17, he landed a small role in the youthful comedy film Class. Since then, he has appeared in over 25 films, receiving critical acclaim for starring roles in such films as Cameron Crowe's Say Anything, Woody Allen's Bullets Over Broadway, and Harold Becker's City Hall, co-starring Al Pacino. Cusack's latest film is Grosse Pointe Blank. It marks his screenwriting debut, and I am pleased to have him on this broadcast. Welcome.
Thank you, sir.
I am pleased to have you.
Thank you.
Genuinely, it's good to have you.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of your show.
Watching the show, we like the film business.
Yeah, you do.
We like the idea of
you're a film buff.
Yeah, I am. What's amazing to me about it, just in a broader sense, is that the closer you get to it, I recently had an opportunity just to read a script. The more you realize, the more respect you have for the process. And what an actor's role is, and how important screenwriting is, and the whole sense of the elements working together, all of that kind of thing coming together. And then I imagine, I want to talk to you, not me, then I imagine there's just a whole element about there in which you don't quite know, that sort of, you hope it comes together.
Yeah,
You can control only so much in terms of that final sort of meshing together of all those talents, trying to make an hour and a half or 2 hours of a compelling story.
Well, I think it all begins with the text.
Yeah.
And the intangibles have to do with the editing process. John Sayles, who I worked with on a film called 8 Men Out, he said an interesting thing. He said, when you write a script, that's the first draft of a film. And when you shoot a script, that's the second draft of a film. And when you edit the script, that's the third draft of the film. And any three of those stages, if it's not done properly, a film will lose its way. So it is very, it's mystical sometimes. You don't know why films work and don't work. But if it's a good story and the script's good, and the casting's right, you usually have a good shot at it.
What makes this a good story?
Well, I don't know. I'm very close to it, so I don't think I'm qualified to say what makes it a good story. But
what do you like about this story?
Well, I like social satire. I like black comedy. I like absurdist films. And I thought this was a very fertile character. To get into American dream mythology, the values that we internalize that on a closer examination, could be considered insane.
Who is Martin Blank, and what's the conflict in his life?
Well, he's a very depressed international assassin who has sort of lost his joy for his work. He's lost that joy, and he's looking for it. And he doesn't have any meaning in his life, and he's in a bit of a spiritual crisis. But he doesn't want to equate his behavior with his self-image. He doesn't really want to stop doing what he's doing.
Because that's how he defines himself in part.
Well, he doesn't define himself by his work. And so we were hoping that would be a nice comedic metaphor, because denial is always funny.
Let me take a look. Set this up. I've got a clip here. This is the dream analysis scene. This is where you're with the therapist, brilliantly played by Alan Arkin, in a therapist's office talking about a dream. Need I say more?
No.
For you? Roll tape. Here it is.
So what do? We talk about dreams, or what's next? What's the score here?
Talk about dreams? We can talk about dreams. It's your nickel.
Sure. I had another one about Debbie.
That girl you're obsessed with?
Do you think obsessed is a strong word?
Recurring dreams of loss and pain for 10 years featuring the same person? Yeah, maybe it's a bit excessive.
I had one where I was that television mechanical rabbit. With
The battery bunny.
Yeah, I was the bunny.
That sounds like a very, very depressed dream.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
Mine is a terrible dream. It's a depressing dream to dream about that rabbit. It's got no brain. It's got no blood. It's got no anima. It just keeps banging on those meaningless symbols endlessly and going and going and going. Time is up.
Time's up already? We want to do a half a session? Can we just pretend like we have a normal doctor-patient relationship? I'll ask you a piece of advice. You give me an answer. Advice. Should I go to the reunion?
Yes. Get out of town.
Thank you.
Go see some old friends. Have some punch. Visit with what's-her-name?
Debbie.
Debbie. Don't kill anybody for a few days. See what it feels like.
I'll give it a shot.
No, don't give it a shot. Don't shoot anything.
I pretty much know whether a film connects for me in the first 5 minutes, don't you?
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, you feel, that something resonates within you.
Yeah, there's a tone or a sensibility or something's
The
happening.
character, something sort of
Yeah.
reaches out and says, you know, this is, stay with me. It says, stay with me, I think is what it says. Turn the page. Don't, you know, don't turn off. Screenwriting for you. Do it by yourself? You did it with other people?
Well, there was 3 of us. We came across a script by a guy named Tom Jankowitz, and it was like in a treatment form. It was like a sketched screenplay. And we saw this character and this concept and situation, and we optioned it. And 3 of us, my producing partner and another writing partner, we wrote it together. So we'd sit around 2 Macintosh PowerBooks and try to outdo each other.
Yeah, and you could end up with one script that has one voice?
I think so. I think, well, we've been friends for so long, and we started and performed in the theater company in Chicago, the New Crime Productions, and this is our first film. But so there was a real symbiosis with all 3 of us, and we pretty much all. I mean, I think that a lot of the times when you find an idea that you really like, you sink your teeth into it, and you just keep struggling to, you know, free it and let it sing. But all of us knew what we were going for, you know. So whether people like the film or not, it's what we intended to make.
I want to give it another scene. This is a scene between you and Jeremy Piven, in which you're driving Paul's car and catching up on things. Roll tape. Grosse Pointe Blank.
So, how's the family, man?
Oh, you didn't know? Of course you don't know. You know anything.
oh,
My parents are divorced.
They got divorced?
Yeah, my dad's shacking up with this woman. She's like 20 years younger than him. She's like a biscuit older than me. It's ugly. My mom's making ceramic nightlights. Takes like the plain shells and
How's your sister?
paints
Did she ever marry that guy, Kenny?
Kenny?
Yeah. Did that ever work out?
Come on, man. He did 3 years at Joliet. They put one of those bracelets on him. Like a low jack, you know? They know where he is at all times. I think he's at Pizza Hut right now.
So let's not go there.
No.
Yeah. So you look good. You seem good.
Thank you. You may have, 10 years, man! 10! Where have you been for 10 years?
I freaked out, joined the Army, went into business for myself. I'm a professional killer.
Oh, do you have to do postgraduate work for that, or can you jump right in? I'm curious about that.
It's an open market.
Open market, that's good. Wow. 10 years, man! 10 years! 10 years! 10 years! 10 years!
I freaked out. I joined the Army. I worked for the government. I went into business with myself. I'm a professional killer. That's what I did.
Okay, well, can I join up?
Yes!
Some people, at least one, have said, compared this in the same category as Pulp Fiction. Is it for you that?
I don't think so. I mean, I think that I thought Pulp Fiction was very funny, and I think Quentin's interested in black comedy, and his films are have a lot of dialogue, and they're very dense. And
So what do you differ with so far?
I just think the themes and the ideas and sort of what's underneath the comedy is totally different. But I like that film, so I guess it's a compliment.
Some say that you, again, some people who've written about you, no, say that you have, in a sense, resisted A, big budget films, B, being a part of any kind of grouping like Brat Pack or whatever.
Well, who would want to be a part of that group?
Well, I don't know.
Would you?
No, well, I'm way beyond my time, you know, but
yeah.
You just, how did you see yourself and what you wanted to do in Hollywood?
I think maybe it was coming from a theater background, you know. I just always had real respect for the text and wanted to be involved in projects that, you know, had some complexity to them. And, you know, and I think in Hollywood, a lot of the times there's different versions of success, and Hollywood success has to do with money. But for me, success would be working with Woody Allen. I mean, that was one of my dreams since I was a kid. So I was sort of achieving some of my goals, but then Hollywood was saying, oh, this kid doesn't want to play with the system. But I just wanted to do films that I thought, you know,
did it work
were good
against you
films.
because somebody said, you know, he doesn't want to be part of what we are? Or do they care?
I don't know how much they care. I mean, I did some studio films, but I mean, Say Anything was a studio film. It was a big studio film. I've done some others, but then a lot of them, like 8 Men Out, the John Sayles film, and the Grifters had a more of an independent feeling, and actually had independent financing. So, but I don't know.
This love for theater and this involvement in theater comes from your parents.
Yes, and Jeremy Piven's parents.
Right.
They ran an amazing acting school in Evanston, a suburb of Chicago, and so. As
part of Northwestern, or just
no, just their own.
Nutria High School or something?
No high schools. It's their own thing. It's called the Piven Theater Workshop in Evanston, Illinois. It's really an amazing place.
And you learned what there?
Well, it's improvisational story theater,
yeah.
And it's based on Paul Sills and Viola Spolin. And they get people on stage, and they get them improvising, and they get them adapting text to the stage. And it's hard to explain, but the bottom line is they teach actors, very young actors who are very fragile and can easily be sent in the wrong direction. They teach them to really trust their own instincts and use their own experience as their instrument, I guess would be the best way to say it. And that's a very rare thing.
To use your own experience as an instrument?
And your own instincts, to really trust them. And the individuality of the actor is the actor's sort of gold mine.
You produced and a screenwriter for this, one of the screenwriters. Is that a direction you want to go in?
Yeah, I like making films.
Hands-on.
Yeah, and of course, I have a lot to learn about it, but the only way you learn is by doing it, I think.